Stream.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, what's happening, everybody? Yes, it is showtime. It is a Tuesday. Yes, March 2nd. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. It is a brand new month. March is here. Another edition of the Geno Jones Show. It's my daily variety show. We do it Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 if you're in Chicago, or maybe Houston, St. Louis, Memphis, Tennessee. If you're out on the left coast, out in Portland or the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, or one of my favorite cities on the planet, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, the city of angels, LA, 3:30. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you, really. I want to thank you for tuning in. So, by the way, the Geno Jones Show, I got a brand new sponsor. They were my guests yesterday. Had a great conversation. If you missed it, go back and check it out. The Geno Jones Show today brought to you by my friends at Lockwood Outdoor Advertising. Turn cars to cash, all right? Or how do they, as a matter of fact, they got a clever little saying here. I got my note right here. Converting, 3 C's, converting cars into cash. So shout out to Raquel Paget and Rodney Lockwood. Lockwood Outdoor Advertising, the official sponsors this week and next week for the Geno Jones Show right here, live on my YouTube channel. I'll give you some contact information later on so you can reach out to them. Also, supporting black businesses. It is all about supporting black businesses. We hear a lot of talk about this racial reckoning and supporting black business. Well, here's your opportunity. And they do great work, so we'll talk about that a little later. I got some good news right now, so let's start off the show. President Biden announced a couple of hours ago that his plan is to have all teachers, and I've been saying this forever, thank God, somebody finally got it. It's a shame that it took this long. This is going to take so long for teachers to get it. President Biden said that he's got a plan to have all teachers vaccinated by the end of this month. Once again, the president said that he's got a plan to have all teachers. Thank God. My baby sister, Angela, is a teacher in Chicago, the Chicago public school system. So, I'm a little personally invested in this also. But I have a special affinity and affection and appreciation for teachers. Because I've been saying for years, teachers should get paid like NBA superstars or Major League superstars or entertainers, really. Give them a contract like LeBron James or Patrick Mahomes or somebody, or Jay-Z or Beyonce. So the good news, like I said, the plan from the president is to have all teachers vaccinated by the end of March. You would think that would have been one of the first things. They said, hey, let's make sure the teachers should be in the front of the line with the doctors and nurses. Vaccinate the teachers and those that work in the classrooms and the daycare centers, after school care. Okay, but it's happening. So I'm really happy about that. And some more good news. The federal government, President Biden announced this today, that the federal government, along with Johnson & Johnson and Merck, so Joe Biden, President Biden, apparently got the CEO of Johnson & Johnson Vaccines, or the pharmaceutical company, along with the CEO, the head of Merck, which is like a competing pharmaceutical company. So you got two rivals to say, hey, listen, we are at war. We are at war with a virus. So this competition thing, you all gonna have to drop that. Okay, what we're not gonna do is go back and forth with this competition thing, because we've already lost over 500,000 Americans from COVID-19. 500,000 families are without someone that they dearly love, and it didn't have to be that way. Not like that. Not over approaching 520,000 Americans that are dead from COVID-19. So shout out, kudos to President Biden and his administration, and kudos and shout out to the to Johnson & Johnson and Merck and the CEO and the board of directors, that you all saw the bigger picture. That's bigger than any one company or any one person. It's about saving as many lives as we can, not just here in America, but globally. So Johnson & Johnson and Merck are getting together to mass produce more of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. President Biden got them to say, hey, okay, we're going to come together for this vaccine. This time, we're going to come together and make this thing happen. So kudos. And the president also, he invoked the Defense Production Act to make sure that Merck has everything from a manufacturing standpoint so they can properly and safely reproduce this Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine, which is a one-shot vaccine. So if you hate needles like I do, and man, listen, I told you, that's the only fear I have on this planet. Not guns, not snakes, not heights, none of that. But me and needles do not get along. But I got my flu shot, and I'm getting my COVID-19 vaccine. I don't care if it's 1 or 2, whatever it is, I'm getting it. So, but that's good news. So for those who don't like a lot of needles, or you just don't like needles at all, if you get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, it is a one-shot vaccine. So that is really, really good news. And finally, President Biden said that every adult in the United States will be able to get a COVID-19 vaccine by the end of May. Let me say that again. President Biden says that every adult in the United States will be able to get a vaccine, a COVID-19 vaccine, by the end of May. Yes, between Pfizer and Moderna, and he's gotten them to basically to increase their production of the vaccine. And then he made this partnership happen between Johnson & Johnson and Merck. So now, according to President Biden, that every adult in the United States will be able to get a vaccine, some type of vaccine, be it Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson, by the end of May. Now, we got to make sure you got the vaccinators. We got to make sure that we have enough people to get those shots get the shot in the arm, to get the actual vaccine in people's arm. That's another conversation. But there will be enough vaccine readily available, enough vaccine created to vaccinate every adult in America by the end of May. Wow, that's great news. That is fabulous news. Now, some not so good news if you're living in Texas or Mississippi. So I want you to be very careful, because apparently the governors of both states, Greg Abbott in Texas and Tate Reeves in Mississippi, they are lifting the mask mandate, and they are opening the entire state up 100%. They said, we're opening up everything. We don't give a damn. The bars, you can just have folks breathing on each other, packed in like sardines, like back in the day. No mask, breathing and sneezing and coughing on each other. Bars and nightclubs and restaurants. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tight the space is, how confined, how many people. No limit. No limit, no more, no mask. Have at it. Which is a recipe for disaster. Because only 15% of the American population has gotten vaccinated. Yes, it is great news that according to President Biden, by the end of May, every adult in the United States will be able to get a vaccine. But then we got to make sure that we can convince every adult in the United States to get that vaccine that'll be available. But in the meantime, we have what they call new variants or new mutations of the COVID-19 vaccine. Apparently, we got this, UK, they call it a UK strain, this mutant virus, mutated form of the COVID-19 vaccine or virus from the United Kingdom, which supposedly is more contagious and more deadly. That's like the worst thing to hear. It's more contagious and it's more deadly. And apparently the UK virus is here in America. I think they've, out of all the COVID-19 cases, the last data that I heard, like 20% of all the COVID-19 cases here in America are the UK strain variant that they're talking about. And so then we have states like Texas. Now keep in mind, Texas and Governor Abbott, it's the same dude that basically allowed the power company, since Texas said we do it big in Texas, we don't need nobody else because we Texas and we do everything bigger in Texas. Yeah, like you get people killed, you get bigger numbers of death and destruction because of just ignorance and recklessness and greed, and just don't give a damn about working people and people that got to go to work for a living that's not like billionaires. So keep in mind, Texas is the state that has virtually 95 to 98% of the state. They have their own power grid. No, they're too good. No, we don't want to be on the power grid for the United States, because there are basically at least two power grids. One for the west, from the middle of the United States west to California. It's another one from the middle of the United States east, going toward the east coast of America. But no, Texas, nah, we don't need y'all, we Texas. Well, when snow and the ice and the sub-zero, not sub-freezing, sub-zero temperatures hit Texas, and you got Dallas was getting like a foot of snow, and Houston got snow, and for like a week, you had sub-freezing. You had several days where it was, with the wind chill, it was below zero. You had actual air temperatures in the single digits. And this power grid, because no regulation, because we in Texas, we do it big in Texas. Even though they had been warned like 10 years ago when they had a similar cold snap and a snowstorm, an ice storm, and they were warned that, listen, folks that own this power grid in Texas, politicians, governors, leaders, if you don't insulate this power grid and make sure you insulate and wrap things like whatever, the equipment that ran the power for the state of Texas, nah, we don't need that because it's Texas. It's Texas. You don't get that cold in Texas. Well, actually, some folks, the governor basically really sounds a lot like that. So they were warned about a decade ago. They didn't listen. Lo and behold, as fate would have it, in the middle of a pandemic, a global pandemic, a once in a century global pandemic, what do we have? A once in damn near century snowstorm and sub-zero temperatures in the heart of Texas. Wow. No, that couldn't happen again. Well, it did. So you had millions of people. Nobody had power because basically Texas power grid froze up. They couldn't thaw it out. Pipes burst. People were without not just power, not just electricity, but water, because Texas, somebody had a bright idea to say, hey, let's connect the power grid to where people get their energy, their electricity, and water from the same, somehow it's all connected. What a bright idea. Texas, Governor Abbott, and the folks that run this power company in Texas. Oh, and by the way, so those same people who didn't have electricity for 2 weeks, that didn't have water for 2 weeks, couldn't get water, no heat, people died, children, elderly people literally died in their sleep, in their beds, or sleeping on their couch somewhere in their homes because they literally froze to death and died from hypothermia. Yeah, that happened. So, but this is Texas. So now, same state that was responsible for that disaster, now says, it's almost over. Oh, we got vaccines coming soon. Don't wait. Y'all go have at it. Have fun. The hell with the mask. Nobody wants to wear these damn masks. These damn liberals. Get this. Liberals are for punks and sissies. We're real men down here in Texas. We ain't afraid of COVID-19. We'll kick COVID-19 in the airs. In the airs. Okay. 42,000 people have already died in the state of Texas from COVID-19. Go ahead and tempt your fate. Play Russian roulette with your health if you want to. I have friends down in Texas. I just encourage all Texans, I don't care who you are, listen to the science, listen to the scientists, listen to people like Dr. Fauci. Don't listen to your governor. Don't listen to Greg Abbott. How'd that work out for you about a month ago, right? You get your pipes fixed yet? Can you finally get water? Are you still boiling your water? Can you get water? Oh, by the way, we were talking about this power grid that froze up to where you couldn't get electricity, you couldn't get clean water, and your pipes burst because they froze, because it was too cold, and the energy, because you couldn't heat anything up, because you couldn't get any heat or electricity because you had no power. Oh, by the way, that same company that failed you, that caused people, children and elderly people to literally freeze to death in their sleep. Oh, by the way, did you take a look at your energy bill? Some of you all, we've charged $4,000, $5,000. I saw one man got charged nearly $17,000 for the energy that he didn't get. So wait a minute, let me understand this. So for 2 weeks, I'm not going to have any power, no electricity. I can't get clean water. And somehow that my water is connected to my energy bill. But then I'm still going to get a bill for that 2-week period that I didn't have any energy. And my bill is going to multiply times 5, times 10, times 20. You sent me a $5,000 bill? You sent me a nearly $17,000 energy bill for energy that I didn't get? Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all got me messed up. What are we doing here? Oh, but that's your governor. And that's the leaders in your state of Texas. And that's your power company. It's there for you. It's not there for you when you needed them. And then want to rip you off, deplete. One man said his entire savings was depleted because they had him on an automatic withdrawal from his bank account. And all of a sudden, the power company hit him with a bam! And they moved quick. They didn't waste no time. It's like he didn't even have his power on. Bam! Nearly $17,000 out of his account for energy that he didn't even get. He's like, wait, whoa, time out, time out. What are we doing here? Really? What are we doing here? And that's the person or that administration, that government, and those people in charge saying, hell to hell with COVID. Get out there or get in there, get in that bar and take everybody with you. We're tired of COVID. Damn it, we're going to have a COVID party. We just going to sneeze and cough on and breathe on each other and scream and shout and spit will just fly. And I know it sounds gross, doesn't it? Exactly. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Just spitting virus. Because we don't know who's asymptomatic or not. And you might have just gotten your COVID-19 vaccine. Oh, I got it. Let me run on out there. Oh, it takes your body a couple weeks to develop full immunity. And we're not certain. Guess what? You got the vaccine. It means that you won't get sick, but it doesn't mean that you still can't carry the virus in your nose or maybe in the back of your throat. So you don't have a sore throat or you don't have the sniffles, but that virus, the COVID-19 virus, could be in your nostrils. And when you like screaming and you're breathing out, when you're exhaling that carbon monoxide, guess what's going with that carbon monoxide? Potentially, that COVID-19 virus. Somebody that might be in the bar, the restaurant, the club, the supermarket, maybe they didn't get their COVID-19 vaccine yet. Did you think about that? Oh, why? Why worry about anybody? Come on, this is Texas. We ain't scared to try to do a country ass Bernie Mac impression. We ain't scared of you, man. We ain't scared of you, mothers. I ain't scared of no COVID-19. Well, you better. You better. All right? If not, just like I said, you can play Russian roulette with your health if you want to. I don't want you to do it because I don't want, even if you are that reckless, selfish, arrogant, just downright stupid or foolish, I wouldn't want that for your family. I don't want that for the people that love you the most, that would be devastated because your ignorant, selfish, narcissistic, stubborn ass thought you were Superman or Superwoman and went on out there and just said, the heck with it. I'm going out there with the crowd. We just gonna do it, and you get sick, or you get someone that you love sick. A parent that's got, I don't know, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, maybe that's on chemo. Maybe you got a son or daughter or a relative that's recovering, that's on chemo. You spread the virus to them. They get sick and die. So Texas, Mississippi, be careful, okay? Just be careful. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should do it. Just because your governors are saying, hey, we are opening up everything 100%. We are sick and tired of COVID. We don't give a damn. We ain't scared. Well, you need to be smart. If you're not scared, be smart. Just because everything is opened up 100% doesn't mean that you have to be a part of that 100%. Stay safe. I'd say stay your ass in until, like 95% of the people of Texas have been vaccinated. And the state of Texas or Mississippi is nowhere near that. Not even close. Not even half. Not even 2/3 of the way. Be smart. Be careful. Protect yourself. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Daily, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. That's at Purdy, 6:30 puh. That's when you get two words coming out at one time. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here live on my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you all so much. I got so many. I'm going to keep my promise. One day this week, we're going to do new subscriber shout outs. I'm going to shout you guys out, all right? Speaking of new, once again, the Geno Jones Show today brought to you by my new sponsor, Lockwood Outdoor Advertising. It's Lockwood Outdoor Advertising. Yes, check them out. Digital billboard. As a matter of fact, it is the only outdoor digital billboard black-owned company in the state of South Carolina. But you can advertise them anywhere. If you want to reach this market, you got a product that people can support your business and they can buy your product or service or good online. All right? And they can dress up your digital billboard, the ones that, it's got motion, not just the paper ones. You've seen the digital billboards all across America. So shout out and thank you to the owners of Lockwood Outdoor Advertising, black-owned business, Rodney Lockwood, Raquel Paget. They were on the show yesterday. Check out yesterday's episode. It was a great conversation. Very inspirational story, especially for those who are entrepreneurs, thinking about being entrepreneurs, just launched a business. They have a very compelling story about what inspired them to do this. the obstacles, especially being black owned. You know, just being a black person in America, there's always going to be somebody's going to try to, as I say, throw some sand in the gears, some salt in the game, and make it more difficult just because that we're black. And racism is still alive and well. But we thrive. We don't just survive. We thrive in spite of that because we understand. We know, okay, I got you. You know, it's not going to be a one, like to use a basketball analogy. Oh, no, it's not going to be, I'm not going to have just one person guard me. It's going to be like 1-on-3, maybe 1-on-5, but it's okay. I got good. I got game. Fine. I'm going to win anyway. I'm winning regardless. Oh, yeah, by the way, you'll probably change the rules in the middle of the game or damn near at the end of the game because I'm winning. I'm already ready for that, too. I got a game plan for that. So check out their story. Once again, thanks to Lockwood Outdoor Advertising, the official sponsors for the Geno Jones Show. They got the 3 C's, converting cars to cash. Because you see the billboard in your car. Big, beautiful digital billboard. All right. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for watching. I love you. I really do. Mother, I love you. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Bruce Gage, the official wardrobe stylist and consultant. Got me popping my collar, popping my gear. Check Bruce Gage out on Instagram. Bruce Gage, G-A-G-E. Bruce Gage on Instagram. Also, check out his company, flyballthestore.com. Flyballthestore.com. He is one of the few officially licensed vendors to carry this really, really great looking, man, the swag, it's just, oh, your swag level, man, the drip is just fabulous. The kids get that. That means you just be looking great, just the fashion. Flyballthestore.com. Flyballthestore.com. Officially licensed vendor to carry, remember the Negro Baseball League? The old Negro Baseball League? Back in the day, Josh Gibson, Satchel Paige, Hank Aaron, the late Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, who's still alive, all started off playing in the Negro Baseball League. So they got jackets, they got T-shirts, sweaters, ladies, they got dresses, they have your COVID-19 mask. So check out flyballthestore.com. Shout out to Bruce Gage. And shout out to the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, Mr. Markel Bailey. Check him out also on Instagram, Kelby Cutting, Kelbecutting, Kelby Cutting. Check him out. Check me out tomorrow, Wednesday, Hump Day edition of the Geno Jones Show, live right here on Instagram. Coming up this month, some of my upcoming guests, Miss Leela James, she's got a brand new single. We're going to be talking to her. Mr. Kenny Lattimore's got some new music coming out. We're going to talk to him. There's a new artist named Chrissy. It's got a song called Relax. You can Google it. Check it out. You can Google it or just go ahead and do a YouTube search. I love the song. It's like so sexy. All those are going to be upcoming guests this month right here. Also this month, Women's History Month. So we will be honoring and we will be amplifying the voice and the story of some woman, a woman of color. Especially want to focus and amplify the voices, the stories, and the successes of black women. Because if we don't show love to black women, nobody else will. Because the most disrespected, devalued, diminished, unprotected person on the planet is a black woman. And that's real talk. So on this show, we value black women, we uplift black women, we protect black women, we allow them to tell their stories, and we want to give them a platform to share their stories and success and share the love with everybody. So all that's coming up in the month of March, the month we're in right now, only the second day. All right, everybody, have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is when you're watching, or maybe you're binge watching. Go back and binge watch some past episodes. They have some great guests from Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis talking about their brand new album that is coming out sometime this month, Jam and Lewis Volume 1. They tell you the story about how they came up with this album and how long this album, Jam and Lewis Volume 1, has actually been in the works. Also, got some past episodes with my man, Mr. Lenny Williams, the iconic R&B singer that made the song "'Cause I Love You, 'Cause I Love You." Oh, 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 oh. Great conversation with Lenny Williams, with Jay King from Club Nouveau and Timex Social Club. Remember the song Rumors and Lean On Me, that little go-go remix of Lean On Me that won a Grammy. My man Jay King from Club Nouveau, Larry Dotson, former lead singer for the Bar-Kays, call him Unc. It's a great episode. It's a brand new single, I'm Good. You'll get to see that conversation and that video. Reggie Calloway from Midnight Star, future soul artist, my man Gene Noble, Chris Jasper from the Isley Brothers. Isley, Jasper, Isley, and the Isley Brothers. That's a great conversation. I want to check out that episode also. Also, Miss Lettucey, Grammy Award winner Miss Lettucey. Oh my God. Who's going to be playing Mahalia Jackson in one of the upcoming biopics about the iconic, legendary, many say, and I won't argue with it because my grandmother would agree, the greatest gospel singer ever, Mahalia Jackson. And my girl Lettucey is going to be playing Mahalia and singing Mahalia Jackson music in an upcoming biopic. So Lettucey will tell you all about that and her brand new video. You get to see that, and she'll tell you the story of what's behind the title, Same Love. All right, everybody, be blessed. Till next time, thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.